Hi. My name is Sue. Let's start today's Dino Squad. Today's topic is Introduction of Dominus. I can finally show him to you. Okay. Let's go his main page. Currently he is at level 45. I expected a new Dino to come in last month's update, but it came off, so I made my first S-rank Dino. Even without armor, he has about 260,000 physical strength. The attack power is 7,600. This is the attack power of a one-handed weapon, so if the left and right weapons hit at the same time, it will do 15,000 damage. With a range of 80 meters, it is 10 meters shorter than Nobel and 10 meters longer than Mantis. The movement speed is the same as other large Dino, 8 meters per second. Life is 1 because it is a large Dino. You can only use it once, so you need to think about when to use it. Weapon level is 3, but if his weapon level is 4, the attack power will be close to 9,000. By the way, it is his purchase cost, but you can get it with 100 DNA. Previously, a set of himself in heavyweight armor was temporarily sold for about $100, but it seems that it is no longer sold. Since Dino Squad has a lot of trial content only in the beta version, it may be necessary not to miss such an opportunity. Okay. Let's check his weapon. He has 4 weapons. Level 3 and 4 weapons can be purchased with DNA 200 and 400, respectively. Dominus is the strongest large Dino, so even a level 2 weapon costs 10,000 gold. I recommend purchasing weapons of level 3 or higher. You can buy level 2 weapons, but since they have a high attack power, it is better to use gold to level up and rank up first. Weapons and skills that can be purchased are limited depending on the level of Dino, so it is better to aim for level 31 first. The cost to raise the level is summarized in the Wiki, so please see the video summary section. Weapon strengths and effects are also summarized on the Wiki, so it would be great if you could read them as well. Let's take a look at the armor. There are 3 armors for him. Equipping medium and heavyweight armor will increase your health by 33% and 67%, respectively. Even the initial level of 23 has 175,000 stamina, but with more heavy armor, it becomes tremendous stamina. Of course, I recommend heavyweight armor, but since DNA is easier to fight when used to buy weapons and skills and modules, so I think you can purchase armor last. By the way, if I attach heavyweight armor at this level, his physical strength will be 430,000. This is amazing physical strength. Okay. Let's see his skills. First is Roar. Roar screams forward, targeting damage and slowing enemies. Here are 3 scenes that I often use. The first is a single combat with a large Dino. Let's have a look for the example. In this way, you can add roar damage to weapon attacks. The second is the slowdown of Dino using stomps such as Nobel. Let's look at this as an example. During stomp, it is hard to hit because the movement speed is increasing, but if you slow down enemies' speed with roar, it's easier to hit accurately. The last is the same as the second, but the slowdown of the small Dino. There is no reference video, but the small Dino is so quick that roar is very useful to make it easier to knock down. It can also be used to find the enemy's whereabouts, especially if the small Dino hidden in the grass or Fraenel uses invisibility. Okay. Let's check his other skills. Other skills are common skills, so I won't explain them. There are several patterns for the recommended combination. Buy a discharge for 1,500 gold. The reason is that even at level 23, there is more than 30,000 damage, and this alone can defeat the surrounding small Dino with a single blow. It changes at 1,500 gold, so it's a good point that it's easier to buy than other skills. The next thing to buy is the Dome. The Dome has a durability value of over 80,000 even at level 23. Probably, at the time of level 31 that can be purchased, it will be a durability value of about 90,000. If you think about it simply, it will increase your physical strength and you can use it several times, which is quite useful. However, it's best to buy a level 3 weapon first, rather than a Dome. The higher the attack power, the faster you can defeat the enemy, and as a result, you can fight without losing your physical strength. If next, let's buy an airstrike. Airstrikes are the strongest attack skill. A big reversal is possible with a single blow of airstrikes, and if you combine it with Devour skill, you can fully recover. The conditions are quite strict as it is possible to purchase 200 DNA in level 41, but let's buy it. Last is Sprint, but I think it will be required conditionally. The condition is if you have heavy armor and are very fit. The reason is that Dominus is a large Dino and has a slow movement speed, so it compensates for that movement speed. If you have a high level and heavy armor, the combination of sprint and airstrikes is good. You can easily get close to the sniper, and you can also hit and away, such as shooting an airstrike and running away. Sprint is good at the end, as it will take quite some time for the conditions to be met. Okay. Let's see his modules. First of all, regarding the module, it depends on the fighting style, but basically, I think that the combination of Punisher, Devour, and Rage is good. Punisher can temporarily increase the attack power by firing missiles in rapid succession. For in charge, I recommend Health Charge. If the missile hits a certain number of times, the damage taken can be reduced. In the case of Attack Charge, if you hit the missile a certain number of times, the movement speed will increase by 10%. I tried using it, but I didn't really feel the speed up effect. Devour can fight for a long time by recovering health after killing. I think that the only option for the charge is Attack Charge. This is because Devour's healing effect can only be obtained with an Attack Charge. Rage is quite useful as it can provide significant recovery when dying. I recommend Attack Charge as the charge. Weapon damage after launching Rage is converted to health. The same is true for other Dinos, but basically the Attack Charge is recommended as the charge to be attached to Devour. Skill recovery is difficult to use because it depends on whether the skill can be used or not. The first thing you should get is your home territory and Rage. The reason is that it doesn't require DNA and you can buy it for a relatively small amount of gold. The home territory is recommended at the beginning because the attack power will increase if you are near your own tower. Also, by adding an Attack Charge, you can recover up to 1900 health per second. Without the Devour module, this resilience is valuable. As for the Tactician, there may be situations where you can use it, but you don't have to buy it because you can't get the effect without destroying the tower, and I don't think 100 DNA is worth the investment. In summary, buy home territory and Rage first, then buy Punisher if you can afford gold, then buy Devour with DNA. For Devour, I think it's good after purchasing weapon level 3. Dominus is the strongest Dino. For now it's well worth the investment. Dino is so important that you can decide the victory of the battle just by having a strong Dominus, so if you get it, let's build up him. By the way, the prices and effects of weapons, armor, skills, and modules are summarized in the wiki, so please have a look. I will put a link in the video summary section. That's all for today. If you like the video, please subscribe to our channel and give it a high rating. Stay tuned for my next video. Thank you for your watching.